Good morning students. I hope all of you safe at home. Okay. In previous class we studied about the digestion. Digestion complete our second chapter. Today we are going to learn the third chapter, simple nutrients to the cells. Okay, simple nutrients to the cells. Okay. What is digestion? Digestion is the breaking down of the complex food molecules into simpler nutrients. Digestion is the complex food molecules breaking down into the simpler nutrients or absorbable nutrients. How to absorb these nutrients to our cells? These nutrients are in previous class we studied small intestine. At the time of the digestion in the small intestine, from the small intestine we will absorb the small nutrients to our cells. How to absorb these small nutrients or smaller simpler nutrients to our each and every cells of our body, These absorbed nutrients are entered into the cells with the help of connective tissue. That connective tissues are known as the blood and lymph. Okay, blood and lymph. In the textbook, some doubts are here of the girl doubt. Simple nutrients reach the cell through the blood. If so, does blood enter the cell? Does it? This is the doubt of the here. How do simple nutrients reach the cells through the blood and lymph? Is the structure of blood suitable carry the substances? Yes, it is. The structure of the blood is suitable for the carrying the substances from the small intestine to our each of the cell and cell products or the tissues. And what is the structure of the blood? First of all, we study the structure of the cell. Okay. In the cell, now this must understand, you must understand the structure of the cell. Blood, blood contains plasma and cells. A blood contains plasma. Our chapter's name is, first of all, our chapter's name is Simple Nutrients. Simple nutrients to the cells. Nutrients into cells. Okay, the structure of, we are going to learn the structure of blood. Okay, in this blood we contains the components of the blood is the plasma and blood cells. Contains plasma, blood contains plasma and blood cells plus blood cells. Plasma and blood cells. Okay, but they cannot distinguish in a single glance. Let us take with an experiment understand this plasma and blood cells. First of all, we take a test tube and pour a little amount of blood with the EDTA, blood plus EDTA. What do you mean by EDTA? EDTA means a chemical substances. The name is anticoagulant, and EDTA is a anticoagulant. What is meant by anticoagulant? Anticoagulant is a chemical substance that helps to clotting of the blood, or it helps to distinguish the blood parts. Okay, distinguish the blood parts. EDTA, the full form of the EDTA is the ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid. EDTA, ethylene diamine tetra tetraacetic acid. Okay, EDTA. Ethylene diamine tetraacetic acid known as the EDTA. This is the anticoagulant we add to the blood for distinguishing the blood parts, blood components. Okay, blood components. We take the blood in a test tube. To add this test tube, EDTA added to this test tube, and rest this test tube in test tube containing blood and wait for some times. We get this type of the test tube. This is the we can see a pale yellow color fluid is in the upper part of the test tube, and the red color fluid or red color seen lower part of the test tube. This after we add the EDTA, blood added to the EDTA, the EDTA added to the blood and rest for some times, and we get this type of a test tube fluid. The upper part of the test tube we get the pale yellow color fluid. This pale yellow color fluid is known as the plasma of the blood. The pale yellow color fluid is known as the plasma of the blood. Yellow pale color fluid is known as the plasma of the. The lower side of the test tube we get the blood cells. The lower side of the test tube we get the blood cells in the blood. This is the in between the plasma and blood cell we get the buffy coats. In between the plasma and blood cells we get the in between two liquids and cells buffy coats. Okay, buffy coats. Okay, next one, the blood cells present in the blood. 3 type of blood present in the blood. 3 type of cells present in the bloods. Okay, the blood 45% of the blood is the blood cells. 45% of blood cells present in the blood. 45% of the blood is the blood cell. Okay, this list the various type of the blood cells. First of all, we going to first blood cell is the white blood corpuscles or WBC. White blood corpuscles or WBC or leukocyte. Blood cells are mainly divided into 3. First one, WBC or leukocyte. Leukocyte. Cyte means cell. Leukocyte. Leuko means white. Leukocyte or WBC means white blood corpuscles. White blood corpus cells. WBC means white blood corpuscles or leukocyte. These blood cells are known as the soldiers of our life, soldiers of our body, because these help to perform the defense mechanism of our body. Thus this WBC perform to defense mechanism in our, the act as a soldiers in our body. WBC, white blood cells or leukocyte or white blood corpuscles. Okay, next one is the RBC. This WBC gives the immune system to our body, that protect against from the diseases and other some diseases and other allergy conditions, etc. And next one, RBC, red blood cells or RBC. Okay, red blood corpuscles or red blood corpuscles. The red blood corpuscles or RBC gives this red color to our blood. These give the red color to our blood, and this red color gives the blood. The pigment contained in the RBC is the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin. Hemoglobin present in the RBC. This hemoglobin gives the red color to the blood. Okay. These RBC also helps to conduction of gases or the transformation of the gases from lungs to our each and every cell, and from cell to carbon dioxide from cell to lungs. Okay, this help to transmission of the oxygen gas and carbon dioxide gas. Oxygen from the lungs to the each and every cell, and carbon dioxide from each and every cell to the lungs. Next one is the third one is the platelets. The third blood cell is the platelets. Platelets are the small blood cells that helps to clotting of blood and healing of wound, that helps to heal. When our body is get wounding, this at the time the clotting of blood, that helps to clotting of blood and the healing of wounds are help. These cells, these are known as the platelet cells. Okay. Next one, the 45% of our blood is contained blood cells. Okay. Next, plasma. Next, plasma. 55% of our blood is contained plasma. Plasma is the liquid part of our blood is plasma. Liquid part of our blood is plasma, and this plasma, the color of the plasma is a pale yellow color. Colored fluid is 55% constitute of our blood is the plasma. Blood cells are found in the plasma. The similar nutrients, the similar molecules formed as a result of digestion. The similar molecule formed as a result of digestion, namely glucose, amino acid, fatty acid, glycerol, etc. reach cell through this plasma. Okay, similar molecules from the digestion. Example, glucose, fatty acid, amino acids and glycerol. Similar molecules from the digestion. Example, amino acid, fatty acid and glycerol, glucose, etc. are reaches to the each and every cell with the help of plasma. Okay, with the help of this indicator, analyze the illustrations. Please listen this illustration. Analyze the illustration 3.1 given below and prepare note on your science diary about the plasma. Okay. Okay, please listen. Plasma. Inside the plasma, we can see the water. Up to 90 to 92% of water. Plasma contains up to 90 to 92% water. Next, up to 7 to 8% protein. Plasma proteins. Plasma contain protein known as the plasma protein, and other factors also include in the plasma. Okay. Okay. First, water content 90 to 92% and protein content up to 7 to 8% and other factors included in the plasma. First one, the protein contains 3 type of proteins are present in this plasma. 3 type of proteins are present in this plasma. Okay. First one, albumin. Albumin is a plasma protein. Albumin is plasma protein. This albumin is help to regulate the blood pressure of our body. Plasma protein. The plasma protein is the albumin is a plasma protein that help to regulate or control our blood pressure. Blood pressure. Albumin control or regulate the blood pressure, increase or decrease. Okay, albumin control and regulate the pressure, blood pressure. Okay, albumin is a plasma protein that help to control and regulate the blood pressure. Next one, globulin. Globulin is another plasma protein, helps defense mechanism. Globulin helps in our defense mechanism of our body. Globulin is a plasma protein. These three plasma proteins include in the 7 to 8% of the plasma. Okay, including the 7 to 8% of the plasma. Globulin and other plasma protein helps in the defense mechanism of our body. Next one is the fibrinogen. Fibrinogen plays in major role in the coagulation of blood. Coagulation means clotting of blood is known as the coagulation of blood. The fibrinogens are produced fibrins of wound healing process. In the wound healing process, the fibrinogens are produced fibrins and fibrin molecules and produced in the healing process, wound healing process. Okay, the fibrinogen is also the plasma protein included in the 7 to 8%, plays in the major role in coagulation process of the blood. When our body is get wounded, here sometimes we can see the small coagulated portions here and clotted the blood here. Okay, this is the help of the fibrinogen. This is the help of the fibrinogen proteins. Okay, fibrinogen or plasma proteins. Okay, next one, other factors included in the plasma. Other factors included in the plasma: fats, salts. Some salt ions are present in the plasma, fat also present in the plasma, urea, sugar molecules, plasma sugar, and hormones also present in the plasma. Okay, water up to 90 to 92%, protein 7 to 8%, other factors like fat, salt, urea, sugar, hormones, etc. And the plasma proteins are the albumin, regulates the pressure, blood pressure. Globulin helps in the defense mechanism. Fibrinogen plays a major role in the coagulation of the blood. Okay, indications, please note the indicators. Factors absorbed through the plasma. Which factors absorbed through the plasma? Similar molecule like amino acid, glucose, fatty acid, glycerol are absorbed through the plasma. Plasma proteins and their functions. Okay, plasma proteins, albumin, globulin, fibrinogens are the plasma proteins. Albumin regulate the blood pressure, globulin helps in defense mechanism, fibrinogen plays in major role in the coagulation of the blood. Okay, next one, you know the blood circulation. What do you mean by circulation? Circulation means the pumping of the blood or the traveling of the blood all over the body is known as the circulation. The blood and the body through the blood vessels. Blood transmit from one place to another place or the all over the body. This is known as the circulation. But all blood vessels alone sufficient for this? No. This blood circulation is allowed by the help of with the help of our heart. Okay, heart is the hollow muscular organ present in our body. Hollow muscular organ present in our body is known as the heart. Heart is the hollow muscular organ present in our body. The heart, blood and blood vessels are the components of our circulatory system. In circulatory system consists of heart, blood and blood vessels and lymph and lymphocytes. Okay, blood, heart and blood vessels are present in our circulatory system. Nine systems are present in our body. In the main system, important system is the circulatory system. That system helps to the conduction of the materials from one place to each and every cell and cell products. Okay. Here heart is the work relevant like say pump. Work as a pump, and blood flows through the blood vessels continuously in the all direction. The heart helps to pump the blood throughout or all over the body of our body. The heart is situated slightly tilted in towards the left between two lungs. This situated in between the two lungs, slightly left side, and behind the sternum. Sternum means the joining bone, the thoracic cavity. Sternum means the joining bone in the thoracic cavity is known as the sternum. Our body is divided into two, in thoracic cavity and the abdominal cavity. In the previous class, we studied the digestive system included in the abdominal cavity. Here the abdominal cavity. The heart and lungs are present in the thoracic cavity. The thoracic cavity, the lungs and heart are protected by our sternum and bones. Vertebral columns, bones, continues the vertebral column, bones and connected with a sternum. Okay. Behind the sternum, in between the two lungs, the heart is tilted left side. Okay. Left side. Okay. The size of the human heart is the equal size of one's fist. Okay. Equal size to our fist. The size of the heart is the one's fist. Equal size of one's fist is known as size of the heart. Okay. Next one is the heart is covered with a protective covering. Heart is a double layered membrane that covers the heart. The protective double membrane layer is known as the pericardial membrane. The protective double layered membrane, please listen the structure of the heart. How is this heart? Okay, please listen the structure of the heart. In this heart, we can see the double layered protective membrane. This protective membrane is known as the pericardium. Please listen this heart structure of heart. In this structure, we can see the double layered protective membrane. This membrane is known as the pericardium membrane. In this pericardium membrane, between the pericardial membrane, we can see a fluid. That fluid is known as pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid, this helps to reduce the friction. Friction between the membranes, two membranes. This helps to reduce the friction in between the two membranes and membrane and when the heart beats. This pericardial fluid, these two membranes are known as the pericardial membrane. This pericardial membrane, in between this pericardial membrane filled with a pericardial fluid. This pericardial fluid helps to reduce the friction in between two membranes when the heart beat, when the time of heartbeat, when the heart beats. Okay, and this pericardial membrane or pericardial fluid that helps to protect from the external shocks. This pericardial membrane that helps to protect from the external shocks. Okay, also external shocks also. Okay, next the structure of the heart. Okay, we can see the four chambers. First of all, two chambers or left chamber and right chamber. This is the part. This is our left part or left fist. This is my left fist. Okay, so we studied the left part of the heart. Okay, this is the left part of the heart, and this is the right part of the heart. We can see the 4 chambers present in our heart. 4 chambers present in our heart. The upper chambers are known as the atrium chambers. The upper chambers are known as the atrium. The lower chambers are known as the ventricles. The lower chambers are known as the ventricles, and upper chambers are known as atrium or auricles. Auricles and ventricles. These auricles, known as the upper part auricles, are 2 auricles are present in this here, left atrium and right atrium. Left atrium and right atrium, and left ventricle and right ventricle. Left atrium and right atrium, left ventricle and right ventricle. Okay, first once again, the protective double layered membrane is called pericardium. Inside the pericardium we can see the fluid filled inside the pericardium is known as the pericardial fluid. The 4 chambers are present in the heart. The upper part of the heart is known as auricle or atrium. The lower part of the heart is known as ventricle. Okay. Left atrium and right auricle, left auricle and right auricle, left ventricle and right ventricle. Okay. Next we can see some blood vessels are present here. This blood vessel is known as the aorta. The main blood vessels present in this heart, or this is known as the aorta. Next one is this is the superior vena cava. This is the superior vena cava. Superior vena cava and aorta. Okay. Okay, students, today we learned about the blood and blood components and simply structure of the heart. Okay, in today's class, how to distinguish the blood with the help of adding EDTA. In EDTA, we added to the blood EDTA, ethylene, diamine, tetraacetic acid added to the EDTA. The blood is divided into 2 parts. Liquid part is known as plasma, and next part is known as, lower part is known as the blood cells. 3 type of blood cells. White blood cells or WBC or leukocyte, RBC or red blood cells. Next is the platelets. White blood cells help to in our defense mechanism, and red blood cells that help to conduction of the gases from, or the transmission of the gases from the lungs to our cells, and platelet cells that help to coagulation of blood and healing of wounded. Next, the parts of the plasma. 55% of the blood contains plasma. Plasma contain up to 90 to 92% of water and 7 to 8% of proteins, and next portion is the other factors. Other factors include in the plasma fat, urea, hormone, sugar, etc., salt, etc. Next, the proteins, 3 type of proteins: globulin, fibrinogen and albumin. Next is the structure of our heart. Okay. Today I hope all of you had understood today's class. Okay. Please write the indicators on your notebook, and please again more discussed this structure, more discussed in the next class of our heart structure. And today's finish our class. Take care. See you.